Hi guys, welcome back to Tabletop Gaming. My name is Tom.
And my name's Paul.
And thank you so much. This is our first Patreon match / battle report. So
it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Oh, it's going to be painful. So this is originally airing for our patrons who are kindly paying to support our channel.
Yes.
And we are playing through the Guild Ball story.
Story mode, yes.
I don't think anyone's done anything like this yet, have they?
Not that I've seen.
So what we're doing for new viewers who are looking at this video, we are playing through the story matches within the Guild Ball rulebook, starting at season 1 and working our way forward.
Through, yeah. So as you read along through the rulebook, if anyone likes the fluff, it starts off with Corsair captaining the fish team, going up against the butchers
with Ox.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do with every single match is actually introduce slightly quirky campaign-style rules, aren't we? Just to make it a little bit more different to a normal game.
Yeah, so different ways of scoring victory points, different characters within the game.
Different victory conditions even.
Yes.
So in this one, as Paul said, it's the first story and it's famously where what happens basically. Corsair's the season 2 captain. So
everyone knows Corsair as a peg leg.
Like he's off camera,
just stood on one knee, they stood on one leg. Yeah, so if you've not read the fluff, which some people don't, some people only read the rules, Corsair gets his leg lopped off by Ox on the orders of the big boss man within the Butchers.
Yeah, it's kind of, the Butchers are also losing the match, aren't they? And Ox needs to do something to get the crowd on side, so he grabs hold of Corsair and just hacks his way
knocks
through his
down
leg.
And just cuts his leg off.
And takes him out of the way. Now, how would we possibly represent that in game? So I'm playing as Fish, Paul's playing as Butchers.
Yes.
I have the advantage in this
because Ox as the captain, the real captain of the Butchers team, for the first time on the channel.
But the rules of these campaigns is we have to use the characters that are named in the story, and if there are any that are not named, we actually throw it to you guys to fill in the blanks. But there are named squads for this one. They're all the season 1 players, with a slight change. Now, I as the Fish player do have an advantage to start with, because I have Shark and Corsair available to me. Corsair is the captain of the team. However, I also have Shark to play with, but to mitigate it, he's only 2/4 influence, and we've taken his legendary play away.
Yes.
So he's still incredibly potent.
Yeah, I think he's still a little bit upper end of awesome player.
But I need that advantage, and why do I need that advantage, Paul?
Because I've got Ox.
And what happens if, so basically, if Corsair gets taken out in the game...
Yeah, so if Corsair gets taken out in the game,
he's gone.
I get 4 victory points, and he's gone.
Only if you take him out with Ox.
Only if you take him out with Ox.
So if Corsair gets taken out by a player in the game, he's gone. Casket time permanent, essentially.
Yes.
And he does not come back on, so I will lose 4 influence, which is why I then have Shark, potentially the second bow. However, if Paul manages to recreate what happens in the story, and Ox takes out Corsair, he is worth double VP, i.e. 4, and he does not come back. So Bullet Bill Ox is going to be gunning for Corsair.
That's the main objective. Regardless of whether if the Butchers lose the game as we play,
this is our story objective.
Yeah, they lose the game anyway, so we'll play to the end regardless of whether I take Corsair out first or take him out last.
But otherwise it's a normal Guild Ball match, isn't it? Obviously gentlemanly agreement in these that I'm not just going to stick Corsair at the back because no one wants to see that. But yeah, that's the caveat for this one, that basically I get the captain level player in Shark, but if I lose my captain, he's gone, and you've potentially got the double. You've potentially got the double.
By the time that probably happens, you'll have 2 extra influence anyway for scoring goals.
Banging in the ball. So we are going to go to the lineups in a second, and we will be back.
Okay, so my team today are going to be the Butchers, which, as we said in the intro, is not my
You've not played Butchers for years.
I don't think we've played Butchers since season 1.
So this is the team that features in the story, isn't it, mate?
Yes, and it's got the big bad Ox, my favourite captain.
Beautiful Kickstarter Ox, and he's the false prophet, because obviously Philip is the Team G.
He's the master butcher. Painted in 2 days by 10k paint and Paul.
Who's that? I would highly recommend that painter. But yeah, we've got all, as you'd expect, Corsair's the only season 2 bloke in this because it's from the season 1 rulebook.
Yeah, he gets his leg chopped off. So hopefully Ox is gonna do some chopping. Yeah, that 4 VP activation that you've potentially got if you take Corsair out with Ox is yes. So we've got Shank, master of cuts. Brisket will just get up the side of the pitch probably and try and ping a few balls in from the wing. Yeah. The
Brisket and Boiler, Princess and Boiler
combo. And then the big man Boar, which is just really point and shoot.
The output of damage with Ox's aura is going to be terrifying because we're very used to fillet butchers. We're not used to suddenly Boar coming in without being tooled up and still being able to do a gazillion damage.
Well, that's it, especially with the new. We'll be using obviously the new
Shark and New Ox cards as well. Obviously Shark's a bit neutered, but
still,
the New Ox card,
his playbook is beautiful.
Awesome.
2-inch melee characters as well, which is useful against the fish because there's a lot of 2-inch melee on the other team, apart from the otter.
Yeah, Everton's 2-inch melee on the team, isn't it?
Yeah. So we will go over to the fishies. And here are the fishermen's team. Obviously a slightly more interesting composition. I'm actually referring to this as the 3-captain team, Paul, because hashtag veteran captain soul, is leading the way. But yeah, we've got Corsair leading the team, and he is with Shark. As mentioned at the start, Shark is on 2-4 and has lost his legendary play, so 2-4 influence, just to make him a bit more of a regular player. He's still terrifying.
Really good player.
I could still put 4 on him. I could still put 4 on him, and he'll be terrifying. But that's the whole purpose of that is potentially that once Corsair has inevitably been taken out, because I think, you know, there's going to be a lot of homing missiles going towards him.
Yeah. I might not even send Ox, I might send Princess.
The fish are going to be a bit influence starved, so that means that Shark is going to be probably quite potent in the first turn to get a banger goal, but he might then suddenly be muted once Corsair's up. We've got Siren and Kraken together for the additional bonuses. Siren is obviously post-errata, so she can only take 3, so the Seduced will probably have to come off a playbook, ideally.
Oh, did she?
She's 2-3. Yeah, she's 2-3.
I didn't notice
because basically it used to be, well, you've suffered the whole Siren, Seduced, snapshot tricks. We've got Kraken obviously for his knockdown, Corsair knockdown easy, and then Grayscale's very difficult to hit in case we need
This is before. This is obviously we're playing story mode here, so this is before it all goes wrong.
We'll get to Grayscales.
Are we going to do that one?
Basically, I'll just pour some water on the pitch and you'll see it wash away the little raft.
Just an overturned boat.
You can talk. You wait until we get hold of Brisket. Snakeskin needs to be painted up because Brisket's gonna die. But yeah, wait till the bear gets hold of gas. Oh, look at all the possibilities. Yeah. All the possibilities.
How are we gonna do? Are we gonna cover Ox's jail time?
I don't know. Do you want to read out that?
Oh.
So
I don't even think Patreons deserve.
We are genuinely we're so excited about doing this series. It's so much fun and it just adds a new lease of life. So we hope you guys enjoy it as well. So anyway, we'll go to the roll off and the influence allocation. Okay, so we'll go for the roll off to start the game. And 2 and 3. That's not the best rolling. Would you like to kick or receive the ball, mate? Are you going to send Ox forward for the pain, or are you going to kick it to the fin?
No, I will receive.
No problem. So we will go to the kickoff. And we're going to go for the kickoff. And Shark is naturally, I'm getting used to all this movement and kicking. Shark is going to do the kickoff. He's got a 7-inch base move because he's ridiculous even when he's in non-captain form. So he's just going to move within the cover there. He's going to attempt to kick the ball out wide to this position here.
What was the dice to kick the ball?
He's got a 4-dice kick, so as long as I don't roll a 1 on direction, life is good. Yep, we've success our pause then, as I thought we missed. We'll go for the blue for direction, well, the dark blue for direction, shall we? Direction is 5, and it's going to go 5 inches, which is pretty much to there. Yeah. I think I want to re-roll that, so push my luck.
1.
4 and 2, that's fine, thank God for that. So it's going to go in the 4 and 2 inches, which will just nudge it to that position there. And we will go to the influence allocation. And here we are at the first turn then, mate. So how have you allocated yours?
So I've gone for 2 on Brisket. Don't really know what she's going to do. I'm not used to playing the game.
You've done the
butchers, so
almost like what they generate, haven't you? That's pretty much the plan, apart from Shank.
Yeah, apart from Shank, we'll give Shank an extra one because Shank with 3 influence is always bonus. Like I said, I've looked over the cards. I've not used butchers in such a long time, especially not in season 3. So you know, we'll see how it goes.
Sounds like he's making excuses.
Yeah, already. As I said, we'll take Corsair out.
That's the plan.
Moral victory.
Fetch the ball with ball, basically, and then everyone else does their stuff.
Yeah, possibly. Ball with 1, Oxford 4, Boiler 2, Princess none, Shank 3, and Brisket 2.
I've got Shark's now maximum 4 on him, so he could go ball retrieval,
still too good.
Try and bang a goal in.
Just thinking about even his new card is still too good for just a normal player in this game, by the way.
Veteran Captain Salt is on 1. He is going to go up the pitch. We're not going to go Paul's goalkeeper route with this. We're going to score a goal with Salt this game.
We're going
to score a goal.
I'm going to get bored to take Salt up.
You dare. My heart will break on camera. The 2 fat men have got 1 influence each, just so they can move up the pitch. Siren has got 3 influence, just in case she can crack out a Seduced. And Grayscales has got 2, just so we can get onto the fast ground that you can see at the bottom of the screen. So we will go to the butchers first activation of turn 1.
Okay, so first activation for me is going to be Boar.
You foolish child, relying on Boar's kick. First rookie mistake.
I just realised that 1 dice kick. Ah well, we'll see what happens.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, it'll scatter.
Shark scores.
Yeah. So we've got 4 inches to play with on his walk. 4 inches. Good God. So it's going to get him to there, and then I'm going to drop him back an inch after he's picked the ball up. So he's just going to end up there. And spend his 1 influence.
He's going to hoof it too.
To hoof it 2. He's got a 6-inch kick. Didn't think about who he was going to hoof it to. Hoof it to Boiler.
To Boiler.
Yes. Right, so let's see how we get on.
No, typical Boar. So we've
got a scatter from Boiler, so I'm just going to put... Are you going to hold that?
Yeah, I'll hold it there.
Green is direction, red is distance.
So it'll still go over Boiler, you just won't get the momentum.
So we'll just snap to little Boiler there.
Risky business immediately then. So Shark is going to charge at Boiler. He's going to spend his 2. Paul's already laughing in the background. Play like a butcher. 9-inch charge to get within a 2-inch melee range. Just going to go to that position there. So he gets 6 tack base and he gets 4 for the charge. Hitting Boiler on 4s and 1.
Yeah.
And we're after a momentous result here, ideally the stagger.
This Shark isn't a captain.
The Shark is not a captain, who is a captain?
Yeah, 4s and 1.
4s and 1. Oh, look at these fish dice. I need to play fish. Look at this. I could actually roll. Jeez. What a way. This is you pay for Tom's dice rolling on Patreon. That's what you get. So 6 is a full playbook, you'll be pleased to hear, Paul. Which could be a momentous title search. But a momentous title.
Even with a different team, you're an idiot.
Do you know what? I am going to go for the momentous title search because I'm going to yank Boiler over to there. 4-inch dodge. So I'm still engaging Boiler, but not being engaged by him. So that generates me my point of momentum. And Paul's heart has already sank. I've got to score quickly before you kill Corsair, because when you kill Corsair, I'm going to be down on influence like mad. So.
Don't kill Shark, no.
So 2 left. Shark is now going to try and go for his non-momentous tackle, ideally. I should have gone... you watch, I'll regret not going for the stagger now.
Yeah.
4s and 1. Needing... Oh no, never mind. Fish dice win. So, take 1 away for armour is 3 hits, and I'll take the non-momentous tackle. And then, good sir, if you'd be so kind as to put the templates, there should be a clear path down the middle now.
Come on, Tom. This is a first activation, first.
Point of influence and the momentum. 4 dice kit. Can't bonus time it.
No pressure. This is where you fail.
Down the middle. Oh! Oh, damn it!
You pay for the laughs on Patreon.
I had knee slider as well.
So I'd just like to.
Oh, for God's sake!
I'd just like to sum up how this game ended.
Shark's dead.
Shark's dead after failing to score a goal, and yet he could potentially be given the captaincy of the following storyline.
So basically,
should we scatter that?
So like in Sherwood's writing here, Shark, who's like a tryhard, was like, "I'll do it, guys," and then just gets absolutely smashed by the butcher.
Yeah. Watch me!
Yeah, so the aim of that was score a goal, knee slide away, so I didn't get gang smashed by the butchers.
That just reminds me of a meme I saw on the internet.
Oh, this is gonna happen.
It was a crashed Ferrari, and you knew the guy said right before it happened, "Watch this."
What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? So, dark blue for direction. 2 and 4 means I think the shot is going to go through Ox, so you can intercept it with Ox if you'd like.
It's doing no harm being at the back of the field.
You on it back there? So he's just going to let it go over his head.
Yeah, just I'll pop it back there.
Well then, I don't think that means that you can't generate momentum because you've not put it back there. It came off my shot, but either way. God damn it, Shark. God damn it.
So while Shark has stood there...
Shut up, don't talk to me.
Wondering what just happened.
He's going to know what's going to happen in him. He's going to have a cleaver through his brain.
The princess is just going to...
Set up the death ball.
Waddle over and just basically pee on his leg.
Lovely. Setting up Boiler. Just scent marking him for Boiler.
Oh, yeah.
Well, screw you. The Otter's going to go up the pitch next. Fear the Otter.
Fear the Otter. Ooh.
So the rest of the fish team are just quietly saying prayers for Shark and wishing him well in his, you know, sea god journey that he's going to go on. Grayscales, on the other hand, is going to do a where did they go and a sprint just to move himself comfortably on the tippity edge of that fast ground.
Yeah, he might want to come back in a minute when he sees what happens to Shark.
Yeah, it's just sadness is going to occur.
Okay, so...
I feel like bagpipes should be playing in the background of the funeral.
Thing is, you know it's coming.
I know.
It's only going to take bad dice rolls to stop it from happening.
Well, I wouldn't put that past us.
Wouldn't put it past us, no. Well, wouldn't put it past you.
Oh, God.
I'm normally okay.
So, Ox is going to come in.
Ox is going to activate first. So, I'm going to move him in. Just going to, like...
Might as well go to base,
yeah. Land it up face to face.
He's just going to show... Corsair's on the other side of the pitch, and Ox is just going to show Corsair what's coming.
What's coming, exactly that. So, cost nothing to move in. I'm going to spend 1 to buy a round of attacks. So, Ox has got his... the owner order as well, so he's +1 on damage results.
So you got 7 tack.
7 tack basic.
Game 1 for Princess. You can roll there, probably can't.
1 for the puppy.
You're after 4s and 1 here.
4s and 1. That was awful.
Yeah, like, TNG dice rolling. Look, nothing hit.
1 hit.
Oh, 1 hit. I was going to say.
1 hit.
That's going to be like 2 damage.
That sucked. 2 momentous damage.
That puts Shark on 15.
And puts him on 15.
We can roll dice.
Yeah. Right, there's another one.
Look at this way, Boiler will just murder him afterwards.
So 4s and 1. A bit better, not much better. 4 hits, -1 for the armour, so that is 3 momentous damage.
That's the 2 up to 3.
2 up to 3, yeah.
Put Shark on 12. You're still going to whittle through very easily.
Yeah. Same again, another round of attacks. I was hoping to get a butchery off, but it doesn't look like that.
No, that's not, is it?
It fails away. That is.
This is bad. It's
just 2 hits. So that is. Yeah, I'm going to ball, so it'll just be another 1 up to 2 momentous damage.
Down to 10. Shark's just like, what's the big deal?
Then the final one, which are bonus time.
There we go, now you play like a butcher. Bonus time, everything you can. That's
a bit better.
Not as bad, is it? You've got 6 up here as well.
6 up there, so we've got...
1 for the armour. Is that 2, or did you roll that one over?
Yeah, I rolled that one over, so that is a 2, 4 again.
2 up to 3.
2 up to 3 momentous damage, yeah.
Shark's on 7. He's still going to die, but it's not quite as impressive.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Butcher's a bit shit, aren't they? Yeah, I can't swear because people are paying for this.
I can't. You still can. This is a TG After Dark. So, back
I didn't think we were going to do that.
Back to the fish. Well, not on this channel. And we are over to Kraken, who's simply going to spend his 1 influence to make a running action to pop himself within the cover and just outside of Ball's 8-inch effective range.
Death zone.
Death zone. Back to you, mate.
Okay, so...
Leave Shark alone!
I think we all know what's going to happen here.
Do you remember that guy? Was it the viral video, Leave Brittany Alone? Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, with the mascara on his eyes.
That's it, leave Shark alone! Go on then, bring the pain. So it's either going to be Boiler or Shank who's going to deliver it, isn't it? I love it if Brisket just threw some poison.
It's going to be Boiler. Yeah. Thinking about it now that I've read Boiler's card properly and Ox's card properly.
Boiler, Ox and Princess are deathful.
Yeah, should send Boiler in first.
Well, Boiler will do the bleed anyway, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, the little boy's going to finish him off. So, 1 attack. So he's got 5 attack basic, 1 extra for Ox, 1 extra for Princess, and another
for the assist.
For assist off Princess. So
he's on +2 damage.
+2 damage.
With anatomical precision.
And -1 armour. So just 4s.
Just 4s. This is going to hurt. Yep, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, so 4 misses. I just should have bonus timed it. So that is... He hasn't got much damage, has he?
He's got a really good playbook, Boiler.
Yeah, it's short and sweet,
It could be 2 up to 4.
2 up to 4 damage, yeah, that's what it'll be. That's momentous.
And also, Crucial Artery grants Shark some Neon Blood. I don't think he's going to need it, to be honest.
He's 3 left.
He's on 3 health.
He's pretty dead, so there's no point in even bonus timing it. I'm going to bonus time it because I've said that.
If there's one thing we've already learned from this match report, it's that we...
Right, so I literally just need 1 hit.
Bucket of dice.
4. You need that's 1.
I need a 4. And I get all.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah. He is really dead.
He's very dead. Just a momentous result.
Wait, I can wrap here. I wouldn't make a difference anyway.
You're knocking down first.
Oh no, actually, could I? I might be able to mark target Shank.
No, you can't mark target your own players. You got to mark target an opposing.
You can only mark target. Yeah, plus 2 tack. Yeah.
So
sorry.
Shark is dead.
Shark's
and that is
dead.
2 VP on the board for you, mate.
Woohoo.
And you get your momentum for the kill and a momentum for the damage.
Yeah.
Which puts you on a gazillion, basically. You've won this roll off no matter what.
5 momentum.
Yeah. So Corsair's just looking and he's like, serve the pansy right, to be honest, for going solo. But back to the fishies.
What's this? Wait, I thought Salt was coming up the pitch to show me how it's done.
You wait until the last activation for Salt. The audience are waiting with bated breath to see what Salt does. It's not going to be a bloody Salt shuffle. So, Corsair, the Bash Bros are going to keep going forward. The new Bash Bros anyway, Fish Bash Bros. He's going to sprint just that position there, so he is again outside of the range of Boar.
I just thought on. He's supposed to have his leg this time, so we should have given him an extra 2 inches on his move.
We probably should have, so he could hobble his weight. So his legendary is now 2 leg stance, which is nowhere near as impressive sounding. Actually, I'm just going to go there, because I'm very aware of Shank.
Okay, so nice and simple activation for me. It's going to be Brisket, who I've just realised really does need Where Did They Go?
No, she does not.
You play the Butchers normally, she definitely
Go
does.
ahead then, but yeah, give her Where Did They Go and you'll be crying for the rest of it with unpredictable movement as well.
Yeah, just run her up at 8 inches, that's costing a 1, and it looks like 1 will go to waste. So over to Siren or Salt. I'm assuming Siren.
Yeah, you got to wait for the Saltmeister.
Easy peasy one for me. Siren is just going to make her base move just up to this position here, so she's within 4 inches of Kraken and just outside of any boar related shenanigans.
Okay, so nice simple activation for me. It's much deliberation. Corsair will just munch Shank next turn, so I'm not going to send Shank in to deliver any damage. I'm already winning the momentum race. So, first piece of influence is going to run. Second piece is going to be Where Did They Go? So he's going to run up to there, and then Where Did They Go?
Just right on the other side of the pitch.
Yep. And that is over to Captain Salt, veteran Captain Salt.
Saltmeister.
Salt can be your hero, baby. He's going to charge. No, he's not. He's going to just sprint and he's going to block a charge lane because he is OG mad master of the Saltness. He's literally going to go on the very, very, very extremity of Boar's charge range, and Salt's just going to stand there and defensively protect the boss man. Because he's not going to stand in goal, Paul. He's not going to do a Salt shuffle. He's going to stand there and he's going to bait you. He's going to be like, come at me, bro.
I'm going to kill him.
Maybe.
Definitely.
But still, come at me. So no roll off needed because you have way more momentum than life.
5, you could take it.
No, I couldn't. Best I could do with draw.
Best you could do is draw.
So, do you want to go first or second?
That is the question.
It is the question. Don't make the wrong choice.
Yeah, do I go first and allow...
Give me a momentum to run to the goal?
No, not only run to the goal, but a defensive stance or counter-attack with your knocking down Corsair.
Well, you don't want Salt doing a counter-attack. It'd be death.
No,
death incarnate.
Most definitely. Bite my toes.
So what's the plan?
I will go first.
Go first. So we'll go to the influence allocation next. And this is how things look at the start of turn 2. And I've actually had to move the shot to the left to be able to get the blooming ball in. Right over there. Grayscales has got 2 influence on him. Shark has just came back on the fast ground because he easily just got straight across it. Kraken is on 3, Siren 0. Corsair with his big fat stack of 6 because he needs to do something this turn, otherwise death might come his way. And the Otter on nothing. Whereas the closing cage of Butchers looks a bit scary here.
Yeah, so I put Shank on 3, Brisket on 3, Boiler on 2, Ox on 4, nothing on Princess, and nothing on Boar because Tom has been a little wuss and has stayed completely out of Boar's 8-inch effective range.
I'm playing like the fish should. He can charge for free anyway, so if someone gets in the way.
Free, yeah. Plus he's got the Berserk if he does get anything off it. Yeah. So the ball's dead. You've got nothing that can get.
This is going to be a painful turn, basically. This is going to be trying to put as much damage out as you can.
It's a big turn for
the Butchers.
For me, yeah.
Until the fish get the ball next turn.
Well, that's it. Yeah. I might send have to protect.
Ball the goalkeeper.
Come and get it.
So we're going to go to the butcher's first activation of turn 2.
First activation for turn 2 is going to be Princess. A little bit of a cagey activation and a little bit of a possibly a daft activation. It's an easy victory point for you. But she's just going to waddle up 6 inches and then it's over to you, buddy.
Sirens, yeah, I'm trying to work out what to do with Siren here. So, Siren is quite simply just going to move ever so slightly forward.
Siren shuffle.
She can't do much this turn, so she's safe behind a wall where she needs to be.
I've never seen you so cagey playing a game. I don't understand why you like butchers now. I know what I'm going to do, it's just point and kill.
Well, I thought I knew what I was going to do, point and score, but we saw how that worked out. So, yeah, come at me, bro.
Okay, so my activation...
Come on, brisket, light my fire. This is the musical version.
Yeah, brisket stuff in. Why not? I haven't even checked to see if she's in range. We've just been chatting in between the taking. It's just like...
We've been chatting about podcasting, haven't we, really? But we'll... Oh, you're going to come out veteran Captain Salt, are you? And the fat bloke behind him.
And the fat bloke behind him. No, I think we're going for the fat bloke behind him. Just
come at me, bro.
Soften him up. He's got, what? Sturdy, tough-eyed... Invulnerability to everything. And big harpoons. Yeah, go on. Why not? I'll charge.
Okay.
Are you going to counter or defensive stance?
I'm probably going to counter attack to force you to take the non-momentous double dodge, because otherwise she's going to be on her backside very quickly.
That's fine.
That's just to ruin your choices.
Yeah. No, just trying to.
Just get within an inch. You can easily get there, just on that straight line.
Dink.
So that momentum spent.
And am I out of salts?
You are out of salts range and you're free of Kraken, so you're all good.
So that is 4 tack basic.
Plus 4 for the charge.
Plus 4 for the charge. Right, so I've spent 2. I'm just going to pop them there.
3s and 1 with tough hide.
3s and 1.
Lols.
Isn't too bad. 3 damage, which
3 damage you wish.
3 hits, which is 2 momentous damage. No, I'm going to give you a non-momentous dirty knives, so it's -1 defense,
1 damage,
1 damage ignored, and the poison condition. So nice luminous.
I think you've got a dirty knives token there as well, mate.
Oh, we've got a dirty knives token.
Yeah. So counter attack, you're going to have -1 because you're in cover.
Yep.
So I go down
+1 to my defence because I am a busty babe.
A busty babe. So 5 tack, and I'm after 5s and 1.
5s and 1, that's correct. Lols. Welcome to TNG Productions.
Got 1 left on her?
Yeah, 1 more attack.
1 2s now.
2's to hit, so 5. Attack basic. -1 for armour, so that is 2 hits. That'll be 2 momentous damage down to 1. So I've generated a single point of momentum from that. And
well then,
brisket done.
You ready for some mascot magic pool?
Oh,
Sick'em, mofo!
Joking, you got Sick'em. He's sending the otter in.
I told you there's no better charging to there.
Charging into Princess.
Of course I'm charging into Princess.
What?
You need that love creature as much as I do, so come at me.
Let me see.
Just bear in mind, Soul has 2 tack base.
2 tack base.
So it's getting 4 for the charge. Do you want to take a defensive stance, you coward? Come at me.
You're hitting Princess on 5s. What's Salt's playbook?
Salt's playbook is the best.
What can he do?
You can do 7 momentous damage, he's a blacksmith.
Alright, can he? Yeah.
He's got a momentous dodge or a momentous where did they go? I'm not going to be damaging you.
Almighty. Yeah, I'll take it.
Fear the Reaper. So 4s and 1 on this charge.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a cock dice.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. I kind of wish of a counter attack now.
I love the idea of just Boiler just stood there going, "What the hell is that otter doing?" Because it's like a rabbit dog.
Is that a rabbit?
Is that a rabbit? Do you know
what that?
So,
an actual shark.
Viewers will be aware of the tactical astuteness of this play, which it may have yet to be unfolded.
You're blocking the charging paths.
I am, but that was an unfortunate circus.
That's so you can get cracking round to take brisket out.
Pretty much,
yeah. Do you know she's got unpredictable movement?
Only when I get within 1 inch.
He is a bloke.
Yeah, then shut up. So, back to the butchers.
The crowd is stunned into silence at that play there.
As tempting as it is to kill
Come on, boar. Come on, boar.
I'd send boar in to eat him alive. I'm not going to do that.
The momentum bending machine.
My target in this game
is Corsair. You're laser focused on taking him out.
The Union have manipulated the situation in the background, and Corsair needs to go.
Needs to lose his leg.
So, that is the focus. Whether Ox be the man to do it, or anyone be the man to do it, Corsair needs to go.
So you're going to send the assassin in?
So I'm going to send in Shank, and then he's probably going to get deleted by Kraken. Poor Corsair.
I've got the momentum though. I was expecting at least to get momentum from Sol.
It's beautiful. Anyway, Shank has got all the movement in the world, but he's got a 2-inch melee zone, which is the most important thing.
And you can probably get a charge off if you needed it.
6-inch move. I don't think I'll need it. I'll just buy a couple of rounds of attacks, to be honest.
So he's going to move to there?
Yep.
There you go then.
So that was free. I'm going to spend 1 for an attack.
So Corsair is crowded and he's also on -1 defence.
Yes, so I've got 6 basic, an extra 1 for brisket, and you are on -1 defence.
So 2s with 1 armour.
And I'm going to spend my 1 momentum to
he's going for... Well, Shank just does momentum damage, so it's good move. Yeah. 2s and 1 then, mate.
2s and 1. Space to roll the dice, yeah. Oh, all hit.
Well then.
-1.
That's a rapty rap.
That is a lot of damage.
It's going to be 4 with a 2-inch dodge, I think.
So, that is...
Well, the 1 will be ignored, so bear in mind that.
Yeah.
But the dodge will still be valid.
Yeah, I'm just having a look what I've done. So, 7 hits in total, so that's his full playbook, +1. So, 3 momentous damage down to 2.
Which puts him on 15.
Oh, do we give him 1,000 cuts rather than -2 to his defence?
Yeah. And all the extra dice.
And loads of extra dice.
It's good for a setup.
I'm going to give him 1,000 cuts and then do the momentous dodge.
Okay, so the 1 damage is ignored from the 1,000 cuts. But Corsair's on -2 defence now, so you're going to get an extra 2 dice.
Yeah. Nice. So again, I'll buy another attack. So that's 6 basic. 1 for brisket, an extra 2 for 1,000 cuts, and I'm not going to bonus time this
I think that's plenty of dice though, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's
2s and 1 still.
2s and 1. Then I've got anatomical precision.
Yeah, that's a shame. I think he does need it nowadays, actually. Now he's been nerfed a bit.
Right. Oh. 2 misses, 1 armour, so that is 5 hits. That is going to be 3 momentous damage down to 2 and a 1-inch dodge.
Now puts him on 15.
And then I'll buy a final attack. And I will bonus time this one.
The assassination of Corsair is starting to happen.
Is it 10 dice in total?
6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1? Yeah.
Yeah, 10 dice in total.
Ouch.
That's gonna hit. That does not seem right. Oh yeah, because there's a dice over there. There we go. So, 2s and 1.
Bucket of dice.
Yeah, more dice you roll, you're bound to get 1s, aren't you? So that is full playbook again. So that will be 3 momentous damage down to 2 with a 2-inch dodge. So that leaves me on 2 momentum.
And I'm on 13 health.
You're on 13 health now. I'm just thinking where I want to take that 2-inch dodge to. Obviously Kraken's probably going to come in and delete someone. If anyone heard that on camera, that was my knee.
Just buckled.
Oh, not just cracked. Try and stay out of his range. Well, it's a 2-inch thing anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah, Shank's the worst ball in the world to move, so he just gambles.
Yeah, so I'll just put him there and stay.
Lovely.
2 inches.
Back to the fishies. It's going to be the Krakenator. He's got a 4-inch base move, taking the wall with him. He's going to walk just about within an inch of Shank and poke at his shiny blade.
Hey, you.
Take a swing. So his 5-tack base gets augmented by 1 because Corsair is there. We're after 4s.
4s and 1. 4s and nothing.
4s and none for the Shanky. Is 3 hits, which is
Oh, the momentous strike is tempting. I'm going to just take the momentous knockdown on him.
Momentous knockdown?
Just to make him a bit more paper to hit. I will swing again. So, same dice, now needing 3s.
Yep.
Oh, bad times. 3 hits is going to be... 2...
Limited on his playbook.
He is limited.
Unless you're really shoving someone or...
Yeah, unless you want to chuck someone off the pitch.
Yeah.
2 damage.
2 damage.
To Shank.
Okay.
And then another round of attacks.
Put Shank down to 12.
Oh, what is that roll?
So that's 2 hits.
That's still 2 damage.
2 damage, yeah.
So, non-momentous.
So that puts me down to 10.
It's not bad, it's not great. But at least Shank's on his backside now, which makes things a bit easier.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Okay, so the mighty boar is going to try
He's going to take the bait.
delete Salt.
Salt can't be deleted. Salt is eternal.
Salt is eternal.
Quote the day.
Oh,
Go at me.
Man. Okay, so
look, Salt's even looking at him. Salt's like, what is that thing?
Yeah. What's that? Yeah.
So
Boiler's just basically shouting, what's that next to me, dog? Go
kill it.
Don't like it.
Giving you some free momentum here.
So,
you need to do damage basically on this.
Yeah, I just need to delete him. What's he got, like 4 health?
He's got 7.
7? Oh, he's going to be hard to take down.
He's going to be
with 2 attacks.
Come on then.
I'm not gonna, I already know I'm not going to delete him because we're going to hit him on 5s, aren't we?
We're going to take a defensive stance anyway, so come on then.
Okay, so Boar's going to charge.
Can you hear the regret in Paul's voice? Defensive stance.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay.
6s.
6s to...
You get +1 though because of Princess. You're on like a gazillion dice.
Yeah.
You've got 8 dice base.
8 tack base, yeah.
4 for the charge.
4 for the charge and 1 extra for Princess.
Yep.
So that is 13 dice. I'm going to bonus time it.
You need 6s.
Need 6s.
I don't think you're going to fit these all on camera.
No. 2.
2, that's enough for damage.
3. No, 2. That's enough for damage, and it is going to be 2 momentous damage.
Salt laughs at you.
Salt laughs at me.
He's cackling away. So you get a point of momentum.
I do get a point of momentum, and I also get me a berserk attack.
Yep, so you lose 4 of those. Unless you want a bonus time again, then you lose 5.
Yeah, I'm going to bonus time again.
Oh, that Otter dead.
Why not? I need that Otter dead. So 5 this time.
Love creatures also triggered, so I'm just going to actually remember. It's a bit tastier.
Yeah.
3 hits, is that? 4 hits.
4 hits. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 momentous damage. Doesn't quite get him, no.
3 damage?
Yep.
Otter's on 2.
Otter's on 2. Yeah, got nothing else, have I? So, 4 failed to delete the water rat.
The Otter doesn't care.
Well, I'm getting really aggressive towards Salt. I actually love Salt. He's one of my favourite characters, but because he's in the way now, he's a massive problem.
This is how Salt is used. By the way, if you don't kill him, he's running down the pitch next turn and scoring a goal because he's well within range of the ball.
That is perfectly fine. You can do.
Back to the fish then.
Back to the fish.
Right then, so Corsair is going to take the parting blow from Brisket. So he's going to walk his 4 inches. You can't knock him down, and he's super knocked down, bulletproof anyway. So he's just going to walk just to there. So I'm on 2s and 1, and you get +4 tack to this because you get 2 for the parting blow, mate, and then you get 2 because I'm on super minus defense.
Yeah. So
2s with 1.
7 miles away, aren't they?
2s with 1. They have space there, mate. It's fine.
2s and 1. Oh,
It's probably a wrap.
It is a couple of wraps, maybe.
1 armour.
1 armour, so that is a wrap and then some. So we've got, that'll be 4 damage in total.
Well, you got to do a bit by bit because it's tough 5.
Oh, sorry, yeah, so it's 2 and 2, so 1 and 1, so it's only 2 damage.
So I'm down to 11.
11.
However, that frees Corsair up a little bit now. So Corsair is going to take a love tap on Shank. So he's got 6 tack base, +1 for the Krakenator. Hitting Shank on 3s.
3s, yeah, because he's knocked on the bottom.
4 hits is not too bad. 4 hits is going to be a momentous 2 damage with a 1-inch push. So I'm just going to pull Shank to there. So momentous 2 to him. So that leaves him on what?
That leaves him on 7. No, 8.
8.
Yep.
Swing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1. Ouch.
Ouch, good roll.
So that's a wrap. So the 6 is going to be a momentous 3 with a 1-inch push and then a non-momentous 1.
That puts me on 4.
Swing again. He's averaging alright.
Yeah.
4, momentous 2.
Momentous 2. 2 left.
Swing once more. And
It's going to finish him off, no doubt.
that's going to be 5 hits, is it?
Yeah.
Momentous 3. So get momentum for the kill and momentum for the damage, and that takes Shank away.
Does indeed.
And then he's going to spend his last 2 to try and drag in Brisket. So 2 dice, needing is it carry to play is 5s as well, isn't it?
Let me check. Charm mail. Each attack or character play.
Yeah. So I need a 5.
Yep.
Get it.
Success.
She gets a 6-inch drag directly towards. So. And then I'm going to spend one of my momentums to heal 4 health, just because I was feeling a bit peaky, which puts me on 15, which is not too shabby at all. And I completely forgot Love Creature all the way through that.
Oh yeah.
Love Creature is the one rule in this game that I always forget.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, I always forget it, so I apologise for that. But
To be honest, I never use it. I keep salt too far back on every
yeah, it's because you haven't got the guts. You don't deserve the Sultanator. Look at him, mid pitch. You've never seen him so far.
I've never seen him so far pitch.
We'll go back to the butchers.
So never send a boar to do what a boiler can do. I'm going to kill Saul.
2 health.
2 health.
Defensive stance is coming.
You do the defensive stance.
I might even counter attack.
You know, you counter attack.
Just gonna bank on your dice rolls.
Do it. So.
Are you gonna walk in or charge?
I'm walking and just take another round of attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there and take it then.
Stand there and take it.
So you're just gonna walk him up?
Yeah, just walk him up.
So you get 5 tap base.
Yes, 5 attack base, yep.
Plus 1 for boar. Plus 1 for
boar.
princess. Plus another 1 for princess. And you're on plus 1 damage. Plus 2, are you within Ox's?
4-inch aura.
You are within Ox's 4-inch aura, so you're on plus 2 damage. So get a hit.
That's 8 hits and 2 hits with you. What's he on? 2 life?
2 health.
2 health.
But remember, he never dies. That's a lot of 1s.
That's a lot of 1s, isn't it? Yeah.
You needed 5s here.
5.
You've managed one successful hit.
1 success. So there is 1 momentous damage.
That's killed him.
Is that done?
Yeah, because it goes up to 2, up to 3.
Goes up to 2, yeah. Up to 3, yeah.
So that's your non-momentous kill, so you're on 3 points now, mate.
Yeah, 3 points and a moment. One of them for damage. For killing him.
For killing him?
Yeah, and then I've got 1 influence left, which is going to probably be wasted.
Yeah, there's not really much point mark targeting. None of the guys on the wing are within 8. Siren can't be charged. You can mark target Kraken, but Ox can't get there on a charge.
No, he can't, can he? 10-inch charge, 1-inch melee zone. I think. No, he's out.
You can't go over boiler.
You can't go over boiler, yeah.
So, unspent?
Yeah, unspent. Unfortunately. Yeah, and that is.
I've got Shark and Greyscales.
Shark and Greyscales left, okay. I've got Ox.
So we're going to go to Greyscales next, who is going to spend his 2 influence to have a charge at the ball machine. Just straight path. Past the shark man. Just to there. Any defensive stance or anything, mate?
Yeah, go on, I'll take a defensive stance.
So 4's needed. We've got 5
no point attacking back, so just dodge out the way.
Yeah, he's Greyscales.
Anyway.
4 for the charge. Needing 4 pluses now.
4 plus, yeah.
Oh, bad roll again. Look at this. 2 successful hits out of that. Is not even enough for the where did they go. I'm going to take a momentous 1-inch dodge, and quite simply I'm just going to move 1 inch just to that position there.
Still engaging boar.
Still engaging boar, just to keep him tied up for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll go over to Ox.
Okay, so unfortunately, Ox is a little bit wasted. Shark's probably going to come in and score a goal next turn, or your dice rolling, probably not.
Probably not after that first one.
So just going to be moving them up. I may as well spend 1 to run them up the pitch.
Getting into Corsair smashing range.
Getting into Corsair smashing range, quite indeed. So I'm just going to go there and then just swivel round the dog on a arc me run.
Just so you don't get pushed out of the way by the dog.
Yep, so that's cost me 1. There's nothing really else that Ox can do, as it's the end of the turn, so there's no point popping at him.
I'm just anticipating a big legendary turn next turn when you've got this big scrum coming in afterwards.
Shall see.
Shark left.
That's Ox, over to Shark.
And we'll end with Shark, who's got a 9-inch base move, simply because he's on the fast ground. So he's just going to move just to this position here. Now I'm very tempted to heal him, but actually I'm going to maybe push my luck a little bit. Oh, I don't know, because Shank coming back on is quite nasty in terms of the fact he's really good at killing characters, you know, who've just came back on, but you'd need very, very good rolls against Shark, so I am just going to leave it. So I'm on 5 momentum. I forgot Love Creature again with Grayscales, oh my god. You're on 2.
I'm on 2, yeah.
So
I need a 6, and you need anything else?
My dice volley was awful, but I will probably need to go first just to deal with the whole, you know, Ox coming in problem. So we'll go to allocation for turn 3. Right, I've actually had to tilt the camera because Paul is being that much of a coward with it. So Shanks came on at the back with the ball to hide away from Shark, who's got 4 on him. Grayscales and Siren with nothing. Salt came on right by the forest in the background with 0, and then you've got 6 on the old man Corsair and 2 on Kraken. Whereas you've tooled up the middle of the pitch, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, so I put 5 on the big man, 1 on the other big man, so that's Ox and Boar, 3 on Boiler and 1 on Princess. Shank also has 1, just to basically
get up the pitch.
Yeah, get up the pitch. Like, Shark's fast, but
it's right, the Otter's on the other side of the pitch, the Otter will have him.
Oh, Dad, I forgot about Salt. Oh,
the legend that is Salt.
No.
So, we'll go to the first activation of turn 3. So, the first activation of this turn is going to be kind of a preemptive one. I'm actually going to send Siren into this position here. So, she's outside of Ox's melee range, but she is engaging everybody in that scrum. And because they're all blokes apart from the dog, she's going to be on 5s and 1 to kill. So hopefully she'll stodge people up just a little bit. Now, the butchers could just walk past her, but she is going to be an absolute annoyance. So we will see where we go next.
So, very simple activation for me. It's just going to be Shank spending his 1 influence to run with the ball 8 inches just up to this position here.
Just so you can generate some momentum now.
Yep, and taking the ball with me.
Well then.
So, over to you.
So we're going to go over to Kraken, and he's going to spend 1 of his 2 influence to attempt to see if he can get the cheeky knockdown on Brisket. So he's got 5 dice base, he's got 1 for Corsair being there, and we need 5s and 1 because she's a pretty lady.
She is a very beautiful lady.
And yeah, we've got what we need. To take the 1 away is 3 hits. That could be a momentous drag, but actually we're just going to go with the momentous knockdown on Brisket, just to put her on a bump. We can then freely move, so Kraken is just going to move to this position, so he's engaging both Brisket and Ox, spinning around so he's actually facing the target. And he's going to have a swinger Ox, so again, 5 dice plus 1, because Siren is there. After 3s with 1 on Ox.
Yep.
And we take the 2, take the 1, get 3, so he's going to go for another momentous knockdown on Ox, just to tie him in place there. And that pins him in a little bit from the pain that's going to come. So, super cagey middle of the pitch, but we'll see where we go next.
Okay, so my activation is going to be the wonderful little princess. She's going to ignore Siren.
Who can't really do anything to her that much.
Can't really do anything to her. And I'm going to just walk round to engage Kraken.
So it will be a parting blow. Not that I actually really wanted to trigger one on Princess. I'm going to be on -1 dice because of boar. 4s and 1. Nothing. Armour.
Oh, armour, yeah, nothing.
So no successes.
No successes. And Princess is going to buy an attack on Kraken.
Ooh. Kraken is going to counter-attack. Spending one of my momentum just to knock the puppy down.
Okay. So attack of 4.
Meaning 3s with 0 armour.
3s with 0 armour. So that was 4 hits. Not bad for the puppy. That is a full playbook. So that will be a momentous 3 damage. Down to
2
because of tough hide.
Then counter attack coming back. We've got 5 tap base. You're out of Siren's melee range now.
Yep.
And I need 4s with 1.
4s with 1. Yep.
Well then, that was good.
Very good.
4 could be a drag, which would be tempting. I'm just going to go with the knockdown, just to knock Princess down for crowding purposes. And then back to the fish. So we're going to go over to Shark next. He's going to continue the kind of crowding. So he's got a base move of 7, which will get him to just about there.
The fish's 2-inch melee zone.
It's just a stodge.
I can totally understand why these two teams are the starter teams.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, how they wear, because you've got...
They're so nicely matched.
Yeah, you've got the footballing team, you've got the butchery team.
You've got the 1-inch melee versus the 2-inch melee.
Yeah.
You've got knockdowns galore.
Yeah.
And that. So Shark's going to have a go at attacking boar. So he's got 6 attack base plus 1 for Grayscale's being there. Needing 3 pluses.
Yeah, 3 pluses, you got Siren as well.
Oh, and Siren actually, yeah. Get my extra dice. So, just runs around the table. 3 pluses is not the best.
Great, to be honest.
It's enough for the stagger though. So that is going to be a momentous stagger on board, which puts him on -1 defense. We're going to go for a swing at Boiler now. So we would lose a dice because of Boar engaging us, lose the dice because Grayscale's not engaging, so we're on our 6, and then just the 1 for Siren.
Yep.
Boiler is 4s and 1. Dun, 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 dun. -1 is not going to be the stagger, it's going to have to be a momentous 1-inch dodge. And I'm just going to just go there. Swing again.
Snug in.
At Boiler, because we could do with getting the stagger off on Boiler for parting blow loveliness.
Yeah, so 4s and 1 again.
There we go. So 4 hits is going to be the momentous stagger on Boiler. And we're going to have to knock together another cheapy stagger icon. And then the last one is going to be a swing at Boar. So we are on our 6 attack, plus 1 for Grayscales, plus 1 for Siren.
So he is
needing 2s.
So it's 2s now.
Hoping for the knockdown here. Everything.
Everything hits.
So 8 in total.
Wrap, I think.
It is a wrap. So we're going to go for Tidal Surge though. Tidal Surge. Tidal Surge is not going to be useful. So we're going to go for the... it could be useful actually. Send Ox away. That's tempting. Should we send Ox on a 4-inch dodge away? Rather than knocking down Boar? Yeah, 6-inch range.
Inches, yeah.
So we're going to go for the wrap part. Is going to be a momentous 1-inch dodge for Shark. And the 6 is going to be a 4-inch Tidal Surge for the Oxinator. I'm just going to chuck him 4 inches. Oh, it's tempted to put me in front of Boiler though. But we're going to just chuck Ox, sorry mate, there. Just so he's a little bit out of the way of trouble. And out of all that momentum that I've generated, I'm going to spend 1 to heal Shark 4 HP.
Okay.
So not a bad showing at all, and we'll go back to the butchers. I've just realised I pushed Ox out of all of my crowding there, so Paul is just cackling now that Ox is pretty much loaded up for pain.
Yeah. At this point, it's the first time in his life he's been free. So, we all know what happens in season, the end of the season.
Yeah, it's only going to go badly from there for him.
Okay, so I'm going to activate Boar.
Yep. Who's just surrounded by frail little elves, basically.
Yeah. So he's just going to swing that big cleaver. So The spend is 1 to attack Shark.
Okay.
So 4s and 1. There I'm 8 attack, -2 for Siren and Grayscales. So needing 4s and 1, yeah. That wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad at all.
3 hits, -1 is 3, which will be a momentous 2 damage. So
okay. That will trigger the Berserk.
That will trigger Berserk. So I'll get another attack. I'm on 2 momentum. You're on 5, so I'll just attack again.
So you got your momentum for the damage there?
Yeah, I've got my momentum for the damage, so I had 1 for starting, you activated first, I got 1 for Princess. Oh no, I haven't spent 1, have I? I was thinking about what I was going to do with Ox, so I want 3 momentum, sorry. I will spend 1 then, I'll bonus time it. So that gives me 7 attack, again, targeting Shark.
Go for it, 4s and 1.
4s and 1. 3 hits again. -1, 2. That'll be again a momentous 2 damage.
Put Shark back down to 9, so yes. Good job bloody healed him, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm on 3 momentum. And that is all done. Who have you got left? You got
Corsair, Grayscales, and Veteran Godsalt.
Veteran Godsalt.
Been upgraded.
Been upgraded again.
So we're on to the main event is coming, isn't it, Paul? We can feel that the Titans are going to collide with each other.
There's an atmosphere.
The crowd have seen that Ox is gearing up the cleaver and Corsair's sharpened his pike.
That's what it is. That pose is just winding.
Just winding up. So Corsair needs to be in a stronger position as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a free charge, not free charge. We're going to spend 2 to charge at Boar, ignoring Brisket because she's not down, charging amongst that line there, so that we are still within cover. But we can actually swing. This is going to be pretty nice, hopefully. So we get 6 attack base, we get 4 for charging. I'm going to have to steal some different coloured dice here. We've got, look at this, we can use all of our YouTube pals dice. So we've got 1 for Siren, 1 for Shark. So look at that, look at this advertising of all the channels that you don't support on Patreon because you love us even more. 1 for Grayscales. And we are needing 2s. I think that's all of them. All of the dice we need.
Yes.
So, after 2s with the Corsair man.
Yes.
Any defensive stance?
Yes. I'll spend 1 for defensive stance.
So back up to 3s. That's a lot of dice. This is the fish do what the fish do. So after 3s, I feel like an orc player in like 40k. Just look at the dice.
Oh man's only 1, 2 misses.
So 3 misses, but so that's the
knockdown.
That's the that's a pretty hefty wrap.
I think that's might be nearing a double wrap.
It's not far. It's 2 off a double wrap. The momentous drag is tempting. I am outside of 6 locks, so I can't just drag him in to have a bit of a fighty fight. I could drag Boiler in, but then.
You can't. Siren's blocking your lance. So.
No, fat base can always see a thin base.
Oh, right.
So it can always there'll always be a space between the. I don't know. Would it be good to drag Boiler? I tell you what, we'll go with the easy one. First, I'm going to take the momentous knockdown on Kraken.
On Boar.
On Boar, sorry. Kraken. Kraken's a mate. Then the temptation is to drag Boiler in, so then he's super duper crowded and unhappy. But to be fair, he's being crowded by 2. People anyway. I'm going to take the momentous 3 damage push. Okay. 3 damage push. So point of momentum there. So that's the 3 damage push. That's the knockdown.
Okay.
No tough hide or anything. It's just a straight 3. So take that with him because the Corsair's still feeling a bit poisoned. We're going to swing again. So we have got our 6 base. 3 friends, and now we get an extra 1 because you can't go below 2. So you're on -1 defense and you're not down. Yep. So 2s.
2s. Ouch.
Give me some momentum, vending machine. 2 misses. That's a lot of 6s. I like your fish dice. I'm going to have to use them. So that's another wrap. It's going to be a momentous 3 push. With a non-momentous 2.
That's 5 damage. That puts Boar down to 12. You could take.
Corsair could actually have him here, couldn't he? So
I think think you probably will.
Swing again. So we've got our 6, we get our 3 mates, and we get the 1 for the armour. I could be bonus timing this, couldn't I? I think I probably should. So we're going to bonus time these results to see if we can get an extra one. 2s. That's 3 1s this time. So it'll be the same result again.
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
So that puts me down to 7.
7. Another 1. I think we're going to go for it again with the bonus time. So we've got the 6, 3 mates, defence, and the bonus time.
Yep. 1 dice there.
It's too many dice to roll here. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, okay, that's gonna sting. Yeah, so
that is a double wrap, isn't it?
So that is 6 there, and then 4. Not quite the double wrap, but I'll take them.
Is it a fireman's playbook?
Oh my god, I've been doing it wrong all the way along. Oh, no. What an idiot! Oh, never mind. This is what I get for playing Corsair. So actually, I've had wraps potentially, but we'll carry on as we were. So 5. That is a full playbook. So actually, I'll take the momentous 3 and the momentous 3.
Momentous 3, momentous 3. It's 1 left.
What an idiot. I probably could have had him killed by now, but never mind. It makes no odds, to be honest.
You could have got the momentous 3 and the momentous 3.
Don't worry about it, because I'm going to get the damage here. So he's on 1 left, yeah?
Yep.
Because what I want is basically the momentous 3 and the drag here. So, last one, got 6 tack, 3 mates, crowding, defence, and the bonus time, which I'll spend again. And 2s.
I've never seen a fish with so much momentum.
I know, look at this. Yeah, I think we've probably got what we need.
And you drag.
So 5 is going to be the momentous drag, and the 2 momentous damage will do the kill for boar.
Yep.
So I get momentum for the drag, momentum for the kill, momentum for the damage on boar.
Yep.
Okay, 6-inch drag is directly towards, 6-inch push directly towards, so basically boiler is going to have to go directly. Oh, do I want to push him actually? Do I want the drag?
Do you need any more momentum?
The fact is though, if I drag him into Siren, he's got an easy target, hasn't he?
No, 1001, isn't it? Still got to take out Kraken, haven't I?
Yeah, he's still going to be engaged by
some
people. I don't know if he's within
sharks. Still in his range there, probably.
Just within sharks, yeah.
Just in.
And then I'm going to spend 1 of my momentum to heal Corsair 4 health. And we will go back to the fish. I don't even know how much momentum I've got, so I apologise to me editing in the future.
So, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Shark is up, I'm going to spend 1 momentum.
Shark is up,
sorry, Ox is up, I'm going to spend 1 momentum to clear his knockdown condition, and I've just basically spoiled it. I'm going to charge Shark.
You're going to charge it? Oh, see, I thought you were going to go for Corsair. You were bigging this up.
No, well.
So you've got an 8-inch charge on Ox.
8-inch charge. I'm more than in range to get right into Shark.
Shark is going to...
The other captain.
The other...
Not Darren Bitter.
You've killed him once already, so Shark is going to take a defensive stance and he's going to counter-attack, because I think I've got 9 momentum, but I might have done myself. I had so much momentum in that last activation.
Enough momentum, alright.
I'm just
call it that.
I'm smogging it.
Yeah. So I've got
7 tack base.
7 tack base, 4 for the charge, none for any additional stuff. No, just the owner plus 1 damage.
So you're on 5s and 1 because of the defensive stance.
5s and 1 because of the defensive stance.
Any bonus time?
I'm considering popping as legendary.
Oh, I've declared the charge now. It'll be that guy. It'll be that guy. There's no point going for the legendary.
I wasn't going to pop the legendary.
The legendary needs to be for Corsair. It needs to be the murder turn.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. Corsair is really nasty.
So you've got...
I'm going to spend the extra 1 to get bonus time.
5s and 1 then?
Yep, so, sorry, 2 for the charge, 5s and 1.
Oh, it's not looking great. It's not far away from your knock. I think it's just 1 off your knockdown. It'll be.
Yeah, it's 1 off my knockdown.
So 3 hits.
2 momentous damage. Yeah, 2 momentous damage.
Okay.
Up to 3.
Oh, that's not good for Shark. That leaves him on 6 health. But you have got the counter attack.
Yep.
So we've got 6 tack base, no other modifiers, needing 3s and 1.
3s and 1, yeah.
Oh, that roll! That is atrocious. I was hoping for just a safe little double dodge, but unfortunately that's only 1 successful hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to just do a 1-inch dodge just to
Still be engaged.
Still be engaged. God, that could have saved his life.
Okay. Second attack with Ox. We've got mice in the studio. So.
I know, yeah, it's just... background creaking as the other half runs by. This is what you get, this is the Patreon value you get. You get the inside of how our recording actually goes.
Yeah.
4s and 1 this time, mate.
4s and 1. I'm not going to bonus time it. Well, I may as well. All the momentum in the way. Yeah, so 7 attack plus 1.
So that's it.
I think that's probably going to be enough to finish him off this. That's 5, 4. That will be a momentous 2 damage up to 3.
He's got 3 health left, and that was that momentum spent, wasn't it, for the bonus?
Yeah, so got that back. So, same again.
Murderize him.
4s and -1, so that will be a momentous 1 damage up to 2.
Always doing it for the momentum game.
Yeah.
That leaves Shark on 1 health.
Shark on 1 health.
I like how Ox is just basically just picking on Shark all game.
Yeah, and then got 1 momentum left. I'm not going to bother bonus time this time.
Just need one hit, which is famous last words.
Stupidest thing I've ever said.
Nah, you're all good.
Yeah.
So, takes him out. That gives you a point of momentum for the damage and a point of momentum for the takeout.
It does.
And it puts you on 5 with me on 4. And we've got Boiler, Greyscales, and the Otter left to go.
Yeah.
So over to the fish.
Oh, Brisket as well.
Alright, Brisket.
Poor Shark, he's just the victim in this match. We're gonna...
Yeah, your co-captain.
He's our co-captain. Corsair rules with an eye and fit. Well, Salt rules with an eye and paw. But easy one for me. Greyscales is just going to move within 2 inches of Boiler, just to crowd him out for the sake of this, and we will go back to the Butcherinos.
So Boiler left to activate for me, and you've got the Mighty Salt.
The Mighty Salt, always going last.
Yeah. So Boiler is simply going to be taking a couple of swings at Siren.
Okay.
So 5s, -1 because I'm engaged by
Greyscales.
Greyscales.
You're on +1 damage because Ox is nearby there.
Yes, I am. I'm going to bonus time it. I may as well because I'm not going to win the momentum race. You've got 7 at the moment. So
you need 5s and 1 against Siren because she's pretty and because Kraken's nearby.
Yep, 5s and 1 each Siren. So that is 1 hit. So that will be enough for 1 non-momentous damage.
Up to 2.
Up to 2. And no. Anatomical precision. That's 2 hits.
5 and 0.
So that is enough for 2 momentous damage.
Up to 3.
Up to 3. And you suffer the bleed condition.
You could kill me here, potentially.
Potentially, yes. If I don't, the bleed will next turn, maybe.
Yeah, I might have to go for a counter attack and hope for decent dice. So I think on this one I will counter.
Counter attack. Okay.
So your bonus time
same
again?
Yep. So I'm still on. I'm up to 2 momentum, down to 1. 5s and nothing. So that is same again. 2 up to 3.
Boom, boom, boom. Poor Siren down to 4, but she has got a counter. So she's got 3 tap base, +1 for Greyscales.
So you're only needing 4s with 1.
And ideally we need 3 4s here. And nothing.
Nothing.
Sad face, Siren's gonna die.
Okay, so same again. 5s and nothing.
1 hit.
1 hit. That'll be 1 up to 2.
She's got 2 health left, so yeah, she dead.
She dead after the bleed condition.
Paper thin fish.
Yeah, that was all my momentum spent.
You have another round of attacks. Or did you only have 3 on him?
I only had 3 on him.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so...
The bleed is going to kill her, probably.
Yeah, that is that. So I've got... I didn't generate points of momentum for that, so it's just the 1 non-momentous.
And then we've got Salt left. Will he heal Siren or will he let her die?
You have Brisket left.
Never fear, the Medic Otter is here. He's got a 7-inch move. And he's just going to spend 2 momentum to heal Siren. Probably be better to heal her the 4 HP because of the 3 bleed damage. So we're just going to do that. And we'll go over to Brisket for the final activation.
So for me, Brisket is just going to forego movement to stand up.
And then we've got a roll off, so I'm on 4 momentum, we think, after all that.
1.
You roll a 5. I roll a 3, so it will be me.
Just yeah.
And I think I am, yeah, I know. I'm going to need to go first here. So go over to
1 momentum.
Turn 4. It's got to the stage of the game where like the theatrics of the early turn has now gone into like chess mode planning, because neither of us have an absolute clue what to do here, because
neither of us have got an
outlet.
Win.
No.
Yeah.
Shank's got the ball and he's away from everyone, and the best thing I'd be able to do would be to try and get a wrap with the Otter, but the lack of momentous tackles is painful. Yeah. Grayscales can get to Shank, but he won't have one left for the shot.
Yeah.
Shark just came on at the bottom of the pitch there, and he's just basically waiting to be taken out again.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before, and I know that I will continue to say it again. Season 3 of Guild Ball has been the best season yet.
Yeah.
Simply, they couldn't have changed anything else other than the fact a point of momentum.
Yeah, point of momentum at the start is so telling now, because I could easily just chuck Grayscales in, get the easy goal, but now that Shank can counter, and Shank's got a tackle on 2 hits, which he'll comfortably get, let's be honest. And I could even put a decoy up and going, but then I'm getting parting blows and stuff. It's very tricky. So, Corsair's on 6, and I think he's probably going to have to get stuck in. Kraken's got 2 for knockdowns, and then Grayscale's got 4, and we've got nothing on Salt and nothing on Siren, who's pretty much near death at this stage. For you, mate, Boars came on the left-hand side.
Boars come on the left-hand side.
After being stunned by the fact the big fat pirate just staved his face in.
Yeah, just behind Shank, the idea being that if anyone's going to get close enough to Shank, they're going to get close enough to Boar.
Yeah.
And then I've put 1 on Princess, just because she's useful.
Nibbling ankles.
Yeah.
She's also a good decoy. If you put Princess next to someone, you expect Boiler to then be.
Yeah, but the thing is, Princess she's actually a useful mascot.
Momentous damage, bleeds and stuff is all good.
Which is always good. 4 on Boiler, because I'm expecting him to take out Siren, and then I'm probably going to turn on Grayscales.
He's where he wants to be, Boiler, isn't he? He's kind of right next to Ox, middle of the pitch.
Yeah, Ox is just a little bit too far out, so 5 influence on him. Hopefully he can get hold of something.
The 2 big men are edging closer.
Yeah.
You're after that 4 VP though, aren't you? You're kind of thinking, how can you get Ox to Corsair?
Well, looking at the score now, it's like, if I was able to take Corsair out, that is game for you, because you
the
are
ball
so
is not on the pitch.
Starved.
Yeah, the influence is really tricky here. Really tricky. As much as we
total, they can just run Shank to the back of the pitch.
You could, but then we'll lose all of our patron supporters. We are going to go for the choppy of the leg if we can, but we'll go to the first activation, which is the fish. And I really don't know what to go with first. I think whoever would have gone first here would be tricky, but I think I need to go before you start stabbing stuff. Just to get some momentum. So we will go to the fish first. Right, so we've been debating this, and I think we're going to go with Corsair first. So Corsair is just going to walk to this position here to engage Boiler. He's going to spend 1 of his influence to have a swing at the wee man. So he's got 6 tack base, and he gets 2 for Siren and Grayscales after 4s with 1 armour.
That's correct.
Ideally after the knockdown, so
3 hits.
We get it. 3 down to 2 is going to be a momentous knockdown on Boiler. Puts him on his bum. We'll swing again. Same amount of tack, but I am going to bonus time it. And we are going to need 3s and 1 now. Deary me. 1s. Take that one away for armour. Is 4 hits. Ah, 4 hits will be the drag potentially, but now I'm going to take the momentous 2 with a 1-inch push, and I'm just going to simply push Boiler just to there. So I'm outside of an inch. Outside of an inch, but he's still engaging Siren. Swing once more. So 4, 5, 6, plus the 2 friends. I will not bonus time it this time. 3s and 1. 4 hits again. It's going to be another momentous 2 with a 1-inch push. Puts him on 10.
Yep.
Oh, tricky. I'm going to... 3 left, this is the thing. Swing again. And I will bonus time this one. 3s and 1. I've got to stop rolling misses. That would be great in my life. Look at all those. 3 hits is not even... it's another momentous 2. With a 1-inch push. I'm just going to nudge him back. That's why I'm still engaging him. Swing again. So I've got momentum for that. I'm going to spend it again to roll the same dice. So 3's a 1.
Yep.
I'm just hoping for one dice roll to spike, but
that's spike. That's not too bad.
That's not bad, is it?
Playbook. It's a wrap.
So that is the wrap. I'm going to take the momentous. How much health is he on?
He is on 7.
I'll take
8. Sorry.
Take the momentous 3 and the non-momentous 1.
1, 2, 3, 1.
And he's got 4 left, so I'm going to have to bonus time this one as well, which I think just leaves me on the 1 momentum. So 6, 2 mates, crowding, and the bonus time. Oh, 1 away for armour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We'll do it.
And the wrap is going to be the momentous 3 and the non-momentous 1, which is enough to take him out.
Take out Boiler.
So we get 1 for the momentous 3 and 1 for the takeout,
yeah.
Which will put me on a mighty 6 and momentum to play with. So the question is, I think I'm going to spend 1 of my momentum to just heal Corsair back up to full health, because Ox coming in is a nasty thing, and at least that's kind of taking the activation away from Boiler. So we will go over to you. Corsair is... I love how Corsair and Ox are the ones doing the kills. Has anyone else got a kill?
Shank.
Shank. So literally like...
Shank get a kill?
I'm not sure, but it's literally...
Salt.
Corsair and Ox are just kind of like bludgeoning their way through everyone else to get to each other. So we'll go back to the Master Butcher's team next.
Okay, so my next activation.
That's taking the wind out your sails a little bit.
Yeah. Losing Boiler. Losing Boiler sucked. I had a plan, but
we've got a revenge kill potentially here.
Potentially.
Shank has got a damage target, so he's pretty much got a 10-inch charge.
Yeah, so he's well in range to now get into Siren as well as get up the pitch. So I'm going to spend his 2 to charge Siren.
Now this is tricky because Shank has got 2 damage on 2 hits, and obviously he'll be within 4 inches of Ox for the owner ability, comfortably within. Sorry, Salt's just knocked him flying. So it's whether to take the defensive stance, but you've got 10 dice you'll be rolling.
I will have, yes.
And there'll be no modifiers on you, needing 5s and 1s. So even if I made it 6 and 1s, there's a very high chance. But do you know what? I'm going to take it just for the sake of using the momentum, so I'm going to take a defensive stance.
I will spend 1 to bonus time it.
There we go, so we've got 6 and 1s here for Shank. Need 3 6s basically.
3 6s. If this doesn't work, I will be devastated.
The table will flip, I guess.
Okay.
There you go.
4 6s exactly, so more than I need. So that is 3 momentous damage.
So 2 up to 3.
2 up to 3, sorry.
Takes her out.
Yep, and a nice 1-inch dodge, which I will also use to hop in and engage Kraken. So I will get right into Kraken's grill.
And that'll put you on 6, and you get a momentum for the damage and a momentum for the takeout, which will put you on 2.
2 momentum and 6 on the scoreboard. So
it's a proper fighty 7-6.
Yeah, I got the mascot, didn't I?
Salt will never forget.
Salt
will remember that. Yeah. So we'll go back to the fishies and see if they can retaliate. So we're going to go over to Kraken, who is going to spend 1 of his influence to have a swing at Shank. We've got 5 attack base, needing 4 pluses against Shank.
Yep.
And we get 2 hits, and that will be enough for a momentous knockdown, which is going to send the ball absolutely flying. So we'll go for dark blue for the direction. In the 5, an inch, so I'll just basically loop an inch away from Shank there.
Yep.
And that's that go, and then we're going to spend our second one to have a swing at Brisket, just to go for the knockdown party. So we got 5 attack base, needing to hit her on 5s and 1 because she's a pretty lady. And again, we'll take the momentous knockdown. So just the big guy barreling in, smashing everything inside. So that's not too bad by Kraken. We've got some momentum to play with. We're mourning the loss of Siren because she's RIP'd a little bit, but it'll do for now. So we'll go back to the Butchers and see what they do next. It's happening!
It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
It's the clash of the men. You're going to go for a legendary death
here, aren't you? Really?
So it's Ox's legendary turn. I'm going to walk over and get right in Corsair's face.
So you can walk away around Grayscale's melee zone comfortably just to get you there with your 5-inch move.
Yeah.
So you're on +2 damage now when you swing.
I am, yes.
Down 1 because of my tough hides. You're on net +1 when you start swinging.
Yes. On 7 attack basic.
The temptation here is to counter attack, and what that will achieve is basically you and I wasting the momentum because we're on 2 each. So is there much point with the counter attack? I don't think there is too much. So I think I'm just going to let this go through. So you're on 7 attack, -1 for the crowding. So I can always counter attack later. Not for the cover, sorry, yeah. No crowding to worry about.
I am going to bonus time it.
And I lose a point of armour on your legendary turn.
You do, and that is very important.
So you are after just 3s, really?
3s, yes. So I have bonus time this, just in case that didn't pick up, so that puts me down to 1 point of momentum. So 3s, so
1 miss.
1 miss, that will be 3 momentous damage.
Up to 5, down to 4.
5 down to 4. Actually, wait there. Sorry, I've got 6 hits, have I? Yeah?
Yep.
That could be 3.
Could be 3 with the butchery.
3 with a butchery, yes. So that will be 5.
So 3 up to 4. No, because it doesn't go immediately.
Friendly model gains +1 damage.
Happens afterwards.
Oh, right.
So it's subsequent. So 3 up to 5, down to 4.
Yep.
And that puts me on 14 health.
That was non-momentous.
Non-momentous.
Okay, so next attack. I'm on +2 damage now.
You got a butchery token, mate?
Oh, yes I have, just so I remember that.
So you're on +3 and then -1, so you're on +2 damage to these attacks.
Yeah, so again, 6. Gonna bonus time this, so I've got no momentum at the moment. Needing 3s. That was 2 misses, but that's still gonna be 3 up to 5 momentous damage, up to 6 down to 5.
That puts me on 9. Oh my god, I can see these VPs waiting to stack
so
up.
That was my 2nd attack. This is going to be my 3rd attack. So that's going to be 6, -1, +1 for the bonus time. Same again, 3s.
Oh, 4 misses.
4 misses. That is 2 up to 5, down to 4.
I'm on 5 health remaining. Is it worth me doing a counter attack? Yeah, I'm going to buy a counter attack for this one.
Buy a counter attack. Okay, so I'm going to finish it here. Yeah. Spend 1 momentum. So same again.
Going for the bonus time.
1 for the bonus times. 3s.
Did you roll bonus time last time, or did you just roll your red dice?
I just rolled red dice last time. I
so
think. Yep. So that is.
Got 5 left. So if you can get up to your 3, you've done it.
Yeah, up to me 3. That is it.
That is Corsair gone because it's 3 up to 6.
Yep.
Down to 5.
Yep.
That not only nets you a point of momentum for the damage and a point of momentum for the kill, it also nets you 4 VP, sir, because you've managed to defeat my poor captain and chop his leg off. As in the story, Corsair has just been stood there, Ox has waded in.
What that also does, unfortunately, is now starve you for an influence for the rest of the game.
It does, but it puts you on 11 points, so you're basically an otter kill away from sadness happening. So you've still got 1 left on Ox, but you can't really use it on anyone because he's moved.
Yep. Yeah, so Ox will... Yeah, nothing really you can do. The throw they ain't tough enough on the otter.
You can literally hear the concentration on Paul. You've achieved the goal. You've done the dream.
That's it.
He's gone.
I'm good, yeah.
And we'll see if the fish can do anything next. Oh, Corsair. We didn't even know ye, and now we've got 4 less influence to play with.
It should just be a big... there should be fast ground there.
Should just a blood, just a leg. We should have made some terrain that's just got a leg piece. So Grayscales is going to have to go for a goal here for a bit of pride. So what he's going to do, he's going to charge for 2 to this position here, which basically means he snaps the ball and gets to have a swing on Shank, who is knocked down.
Yeah, so you're needing 3s while he's knocked down.
So Grayscale's got 5 tap base and he gets 4 for the charge. And we just want something momentous, really, just to see if we can win the momentum race. So, 3s. Don't tell me Grayscale is actually wrapped there.
Not far off it.
Yeah, he's got 5 tap base, hasn't he? Yeah, so 5, and then 1 is going to be a. It's going to be a momentous push dodge and a momentous dodge. So I'm just going to push Shank.
You go for the where did they go?
Just to there. No, because I've got influence for the where did they go.
Oh, right, fair enough.
So I get 2 momentum. So and then I'm going to make a 3-inch dodge, but I'm also going to. So 3-inch actually should measure it because it might be in tapping range then.
Range, yeah.
So 3-inch dodge to play with.
Yep.
Which will get me to there.
4-inch where did they go?
4-inch where did they go?
And you need 4 inches.
And then.
To be within, and I think you are.
We're within tapping range, good times. So, this is famous last words here. Do I go for the bonus time shot? So
you've got the influence, you may as well.
Yeah, so that influence is unspent, isn't it? Because that was his last one. So you've got at most 1 influence left on the table.
The mighty princess.
The mighty princess with her ankle nibbling abilities. So we've done our where did they go. We're going to spend 1 for the shot.
Yep.
Grayscale's got 3 dice kick. Yeah, I am going to bonus time it. So that's 1 momentum for the kick, 1 for the bonus time, 4 dice, needing a 3. Hey, he nails it, and that is a point of momentum for the goal, and puts me on 10. So it's somewhat respectable at least. And I'm also going to play. Finally, it's only taken like 4 turns. Knee slider, and what we're going to do is we will shoot Grayscales across, and we will cut back after the kick out. Oh, Paul's just handed a card. Go on then, what have you got? Show it on camera.
Man marking.
So you can go for the Vengeance token as well.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, who are you? There's the Vengeance token, and man marking for taking out an
oh, it's too late for your man marking now. Yeah. Too late. Way too late. But you can have the who are you. So Grayscales is potentially marked for death now.
Yeah.
So we'll do all the repositions and we'll come back in a second.
Okay, so
the ball's just scattered out onto the wall.
Just here, just to crash into the wall there.
And Grayscales has dodged into the midfield just to be annoying.
As always. Princess left to activate. I'm going to forgo movement to stand her up. And she's going to bite Kraken's ankles.
Have a nibble.
And she's still within Ox's legendary order, so this could be interesting. 4 attack basic.
Yeah, she's on +2 damage. Kraken is outside the cover.
Yeah.
So you need 3.
+2 damage. Yeah, yeah. The owner is legendary.
3
so
you need.
3s.
She gets 2 of them.
2 hits. So that will be a momentous 2 up to 4.
Down to 3
for tough hide.
That's a monumental nibble.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? You know what, actually? No, because you'd still take 3 damage anyway, even if it gives you the bleed target.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Princess activated. I've got
Boar and Brisket.
And
I've got Shark and the Otter. Because we both took an activation off each other.
Yeah. So
back to the fish.
This is bad. Right, so this game is a 1 point difference, and so the way this is going to be played is either Salt is going to die, or Salt is going to score the winning goal.
The moral victory's already been achieved.
No, the moral victory will be wiped if Salt wins the game.
We set out the target of beating Corsair, so Salt...
This could be the ascendancy of veteran Captain Salt. This could be where he takes the mantle.
This is what Sherman didn't write.
So, Salt is going to make a 7-inch... If I lose the roll off, Salt's as good as dead anyway, and that's the only point you need. So, Salt is going to make a 7-inch base move to get stuck in just to that position there. And then the logic is that he could potentially, as you can see, where did they go? And leg it on a goal run if I don't lose the roll off. So we'll go back to the butchers. See, Paul's just laughing in the background. If this works, Paul's face is going to drop. The table will be flipped.
If Salt scores a goal, I will be me.
This is what you get. What you get for your money's worth. Salt goals. Yeah. So Paul was just tormenting me about what was going to do with this goal run with Salt, and he might actually rue the day now.
Oh no.
Salt's going to pick up Corsair's leg and like golf shot the ball. So back to the butchers.
So Tom has just
instant regret.
Broken.
I've just realised that I can't actually generate momentum with Salt and go on the goal run.
Yep, he thought Salt had 4 influence.
Yeah, Salt could trigger the where did they go off his playbook momentously.
Yeah,
that's doable. Off 2 tack.
Still spending 1 to do it.
Yeah,
can he do it?
It would be 3 tack actually because he'd have Grayscales. Oh, right. Anyway, go on, do your activations. You've got Brisket and Boar.
Brisket standing up. Is over to Shark.
So over to Shark, and yeah, it might have to be Grayscales who goes for the goal, which is far less sexy football than Salt. But
you promised
Shark,
Salt. You promised the fans Salt.
I can't physically do it. They're going to get some salt if I lose the game. They're going to get a lot of saltiness, but he's going to snap the ball and unsnap it. Just there.
You loser.
Actually, no, he's going to unsnap it. Just so it is potentially doable.
Loser.
And then you've got Ball.
Yeah, Ball may as well do it on activation. It's just going to do a false charge, a failed charge to there, because I'm going to be that.
You take the dice away from Salt.
Dude, yeah.
Failed charge.
Ball's just going to play goalkeeper. Salt, come at me, bro.
You disgrace. So we've got 3 momentum each.
Yeah.
So we've got roll off, roll it down here. Oh no!
Pressure's on.
Oh! It's going to be the game. Would you have to go first or second?
I'd like to go. I've got to give my first answer, and you're going to accept that, yeah?
Go for it.
I'll go first.
Oh, you suck. So I get a point of momentum. Live, Salt. Live for all of us.
Do we kill Salt for the game, or kill
Are you just
Shark
gonna
again?
just put 5 influence on Ox and just bludgeon Salt? Anyway, we'll go to the influence allocation. Not that it matters. And Tom's put 3 influence on Salt as he throws up the Hail Mary of all plays. Can Salt survive? So yeah, the fish have got no influence at all now because I've lost Corsair.
This is going to ruin me.
This is...
Salt's going to survive and know it.
Paul's got... You can take that momentum away from your goal token to start. You're not rolling any bonuses here. So you can try and kill it. So we've basically gone for the if Paul fluffs his dice, something can happen. We've got 4 on Grayscales.
I'm shaking.
2 on...
If I'm going to go for the otter and it's going to fail.
2 on Shark, 3 on Salt. Cyrus just came out of the bottom of the pitch. She doesn't matter. Kraken doesn't matter. Princess doesn't matter. Brisket doesn't matter.
Shark doesn't matter.
No one matters.
No one matters.
The otter.
There's a face-off in the centre of the pitch.
So you've got 3 on Shank, 4 on Ox, 1 on Boar.
5 on Ox.
5 on Ox.
I've got to guarantee that I can fucking on them, man.
And the other butchers are just there just in case.
Yeah. And basically
Boiler and
all
Boar
the hardest butchers on the pitch. Just in case.
Because the otter can't take damage.
Because the otter... You're going to defensive stance with the otter, because I'm going to charge him.
You're going to charge him?
Yeah, too right, I'm going to charge him.
I might counter-attack. Can you imagine if he gets the where did they go off?
Oh, great.
We'll go to the butcher's first activation, and yeah, I've got no hope at all here, but we'll see how it goes. Our Salt, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
1 victory point, that is all I need. I need to take out the otter.
You can't, the otters can't die, the otter's in water.
I'm dreading it. I did say before that I was going to charge and then realised that he can pop us, if he counter-attacks, he can get where they go.
We can actually tell our patrons, actually, because this will go out for them in September, but our winter campaign is going to be the Veteran Captain Salt campaign. It's going to be on the right t-shirts and headbands and that. Yeah. So if you may wonder
headbands.
why... Headbands, yeah. Right, headbands, we have tennis headbands. But if you're wondering why I'm so attached to Salt, it's because we know that's coming. So
we've had a long-standing joke, and we've mentioned it several times to Steamforge about Veteran Captain Salt.
Whereas we're actually going to make a Veteran Captain Salt.
Yeah. So Steamforge don't do it, we're going to do it.
If he lives... This will be the birth of the legend.
This will be the birth of the legend.
Come at me, bro. You're going to bring your strongest butcher. Salt can take him. Salt doesn't even care.
I'm just going to walk into combat with Ox then.
Right, Grayscales is going to trigger his unpredictable, first of all.
Run away!
No, he's going to keep engaging you, but he's going to stay out of your...
Swinging zone. That's fair enough. That makes sense. So I've got 5. So
I'm going to counter-attack. You better hit this.
Oh, God. I'm going to spend 1. -1 for Grayscales.
6 dice.
+1. I need
5s.
5.
Come at me, bro.
I'm not going to do it.
Come at me.
Oh, no.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, I've done it.
4 hits. That's enough for a knockdown.
Oh, that is enough for a knockdown.
Or 2 damage up to 3. You've not killed him, though.
I'm going to knock him down.
Oh, you suck! At least give the people what they want. At least give him the counter-attack attempt.
No.
Oh, you should be ashamed.
So what I'm going to do is
just to explain
a blood smear on the table here, and then just a
just to explain to the audience what I would have had to do. Salt would have needed 3 3s. So let's just see if Paul did make the correct decision off camera, because the 3 3s would be the where did they go. Oh, life sucks.
Oh my God, damn it.
Alright, fair play. The knockdown was probably the best option there.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So, 6 tack.
Needing 4s now.
Needing 4s now.
4 health.
Yeah, he's dead. No, he's not.
No, he's not. He missed all of them apart from 1.
You got 1 hit.
1 hit, so that's up to 2 momentous damage.
He's got 2 health left, the Valiant Otter.
Right, I'm going to bonus time this.
This is I can't believe I would have hit it as well. He never rolled dice as a what if. Yeah, now he's dead. God damn it. Handshake on camera, and we're both sweating and trembling at this stage. You suck.
Yeah, so I'd just like to point out as well to our Patreons that is the 2nd time in a row I've defeated Tom on camera now. I suppose I am now your bogey player.
It is literally just a defeated streak at this stage. I've lost like every game. But that was a 12-10 finale.
That was a classic. I think that goes down in our history books. It's been an awesome game, this.
Yeah, it's a good way to start these campaigns.
Yeah, it's definitely fun.
So we'll go to the post-match and we'll talk to you through what you've got to look forward to next month as well.
Yep.
Back in a sec.
Oh yeah.
The otter, the poor otter, you suck. You killed the otter twice, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I killed the otter twice.
Killed shark twice.
Killed shark twice. And more importantly, I now own a leg.
You got the storyline objective. Yes. That 4VP played it out. Paul literally said afterwards, he went, if it wouldn't have been that 4VP, it would have been a fish goal.
Yeah.
So
it should have been a fish goal. First activation of the first turn.
That radically changed the match, though. I think people would have had the knee slide and everything, but you kept the ball back, got the ox butchers in.
I learned from the best on that, in all fairness.
But that's the first time we've seen the ox death ball on our channel, because
to be honest, I didn't play it as well as it can be played.
Yeah, we were working out stuff as we went along, how to play with it, but fantastic game, 10-12 in the end, so it was a good even match. Right. Got the goal eventually, but when Corsair went, there goes my influence.
Well, luckily it was the last turn. If that had happened any time sooner, it'd have been a totally different game for you.
Well, that's why I was stacking him up in the early turns. I think get my money's worth out of him before he was inevitably going to get taken out. Because I wasn't expecting Ox to be able to do it. I thought we were controlling the butchers quite well. By the end of turn 3, the crowding and that, I thought the fish did really well. But eventually, just the punching power on that legendary turn is just, you're going to kill something no matter what.
Something was going. It was either Corsair or it was going to be Kraken.
Yeah.
I knew that. Taking Corsair out was the victory points guaranteed, so...
It's tricky what to do with Shark in that situation, because you do want 6 on him, and you can't. Now with him being limited to 2-4, bringing him back on, he was there for pressure, but he was just an easy kill again. 9 health is not...
Shark is soft, even as a captain. You get all of them, you'll break him.
Yeah.
Butchers especially, Brewers.
Yeah. Especially if you get knocked down or something, he's gone.
There was no point going after Grayscales because he's just too quick.
It's a nightmare when he's unpredictable.
It
was annoying, those range just about 2 inches out of range of the ball each time. I think Shank, when he came back on, being the ball carrier, is perfect. Yeah, he got knocked down, but he's just a nightmare because he can run so far.
Well, he can get up the pitch, so it was either you come and get the ball off me, I can stand in the back corner, or get up the pitch and take Sarden out.
Now, obviously, we actually played reverse teams for the first time, so actually, one thing I've learned is fish not having momentous tackles
sucks.
Yeah, because I'm used to the butchers who do have momentous tackles because they're not a footballing team, so they do get the ball with momentum. But I completely understand gameplay why, because it'd be a bit broken.
Whereas when I've played the fish, having the non-momentous damage, it's just... If like when we've played in the past, you've kicked the ball out to the side, I can't do nothing. I have to go and get the ball to score VP because I'm not getting anything for taking it out. Well, because I can't.
Whereas the butchers, you were just like, I had to keep going to reminder, you've got momentum there, you've got momentum. Oh yeah, I've got momentum.
Yeah. For all the momentum in the world though.
Yeah.
You see where the butchers were so powerful in Season 1, that early momentum game.
And that's even without meat hook. Yeah, that lineup is without new meat hook in there. Imagine her grabbing people and chucking them down with the hook.
Yeah, just as well, you probably all noticed, and I don't think we mentioned it in the intro, although we were playing Season 1 storyline, we were using the up-to-date cards.
Yes, obviously, because if we were using Season 1 cards,
it would have been
Siren with 4 on it every single time.
It would have been the same game.
Oh, rude. I would have had to like bring in Gutter, remember Season 1 Gutter, who was just
it's ridiculous.
So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully we would like to say, not hopefully, we just would like to say thank you very much for supporting us. Now, as a sneaky peek, next month we will be doing the second story, which involves Ox again, but he's not playing. Ox goes to, you're trying to remember what it is now.
It's the Brewers and Masons.
Brewers and the Masons. Yes. Ox goes to watch a match where there's a pitch invasion, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's Brewers versus Masons. And actually, the story was written when the game was still potentially going to be 11 aside.
11 aside.
So this game will actually have 6 players aside. There are no mascots mentioned, but there are 6 players named for the Masons and the Brewers. So there is going to be some heavy activations in that match. There's going to be influence for days.
Yeah, there's no, say that again, no mascots, it'll just be like seeing the blacksmiths playing.
It's going to be a hard punching one, and I think, you know, that is going to be a very quick.
It's going to be very interesting. Am I using the Masons in that game?
You've got the Masons, I've got the Brewers. We're going to continue to switch up our norms.
I've never used the Masons before.
And I've never used the Brewers.
So it's going to be entertaining.
So it's going to be really, really good, and I think, you know, it's
kick-off setup.
Brewers with influence to spare, though, is going to be really interesting, because they'll actually be able to get off their abilities and stuff. So you're going to potentially have 14 influence teams, which is going to be a lot to play with. So hopefully that gives you something to look forward to next month. Then we're on to all manner of stuff. We won't spoil all of them, but we've got things like, you know, Brisket getting killed. We've got Gas getting eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
We've got all manner of good stuff. So thank you so much for supporting us.
It means we're paying morticians, doesn't it?
It does. You're paying for Paul's painting time. But thank you so much for your support, and we hope you stick with us, and we will catch you again next month. See you later.
Bye.